What is up, guys, and welcome back. Well, I'm wasting no time on this bike project because I got to get it ready for Daytona. But as you see, nothing has really been done to the bike except for tearing it down. My biggest focus has been on getting everything painted for the most part because a cold front is coming in next week. And I believe it's going to be too cold to heat that room up to be able to paint in there. So that's where my focus has been. The other reason is not everything is in for the bike. So I don't know what nuts, bolts, hardware, bearings. I don't know everything I need until those parts come in. So I don't want to be running to the hardware store or to the Harley shop and getting things I don't need. So I got to wait for that to come in. But some things have come in, and I'll show you what we're doing today. So what I'm doing today is changing out the risers for two reasons. One is for the look, and I'm going a little bit taller, but the big reason is this. When I first got these risers, I didn't want to go too tall, and they were actually a little short, so I bought a spacer for it, and these spacers are not meant for these risers. They're actually meant for the thrashing risers, so I want it all one piece. I don't want the spacer in there because if you look, it's actually over the edges. So I have it locked down pretty good, but there is a chance of that breaking or shifting, and I want to eliminate that. The other thing I'm doing is eliminating the ignition switch because all you do with it is just turn it on. So I could go with something else and make it cleaner. I can't lock the triple tree. So the riser I chose to go with is from Original Garage Moto. They're an 8.5 inch rise with a pullback. I think they look amazing. Now, this ain't gonna be the only part from that I'm putting on the bike, but it's the only part I'm gonna show you today. So let's get these open and on the bike. Well, guys, it's been a couple of days and I had to wait on a part to come in so I could finish up the handlebars and risers because Original Garage Moto risers are not meant for a 1-inch bar, but they do make some shims so you can run whatever bar you want and not have to go to a 1 1/8 to fit their risers. So that's what I was waiting on to come in because I didn't want to change out my bar to fit their risers. So I'm glad they make a shim. I don't know if any other company does that, but let me show you the shims. So they just come in a set of 4, go right around the bar, and the risers clamp down on that to the bar. But in the meantime, I'm waiting on those shims to come in. I have been doing some cleanup. Let me show you. So I've been putting all the wires in wire loom, really cleaning everything up, because I'm not going to put this cover back on here for the switches. So I'm going to leave it really open, and I think it's going to look really good, especially now I have an ignition switch right here. And that's what I've been working on too, where I want to run the wires for the toggle switch instead of a big ignition switch. And where I'm going to run it is all the way over here, hide the toggle switch. Now I do have to do some plastic welding because it's broke on this side, and I'll feel more confident plastic welding it and making sure it's a lot more secure, because if that completely breaks, then it's only one bolt holding it in, and then if something else happens, then the toggle switch is just hanging. So I am going to reinforce that and really kind of clean it up a little bit. But the other thing I really like about these risers is, if you see, they're slotted, so I can hide the wires up in there and keep it really clean as well. That was a big reason I wanted to go with these risers. But now that the shims are in, we can finish putting this all together and get the toggle switch in place. So let's get going. Those original garage Moto risers just look amazing, especially with the blue clamp adding a little bit more blue accent, and the wires ran inside. Now you can actually run them down through the top, but I like the option that you can just tuck them in with these clamp pieces. And the only thing is with this wiring, it was a little bit fat from extensions that I couldn't get it to fit, but I think it still looks amazing. Now, I had to go plan B with the ignition switch. I'm still running a toggle switch for it. I'm not putting it originally where I was going to put it. So let me show you where I'm putting it now. I'm actually putting it right here instead of over there. The reason is I did not like running the wire across the top of the engine. I didn't really have a way to attach it to the frame, so I didn't really like the way that looked. So being able to run it back through this channel and put it here is a cleaner look. Now it's still not done, but I'm thinking of putting a strap over the top and some self-tapping screws, because I don't want to permanently mount the toggle switch. If something goes wrong with it, I need to be able to get it out and switch it out. But it is a cleaner look. I did go ahead and take the exhaust off and the ABS unit, because they're coming off anyway. So this gave me the reason to go ahead and take it off. The exhaust needed to come off because I needed to get the drill in here and have a little bit extra room. So it's already getting changed out anyway, so I went ahead and did it. But there you have it, guys. Putting original garage Moto risers on, changing out the ignition switch, just cleaning everything up. But there's still so much more of this bike build to come. So make sure to hit the subscribe button, notification bell. And I hope you guys have a good one. And I'll see you guys next time.